Hey, if you're looking for a course to learn to speak Spanish in a short space of time, well, you're in the right place. I must have bought almost every Spanish course available, and after a few weeks, I've lost my motivation and guilty of giving up. The problem I found with most courses is they bog you down with Spanish grammar, which can be very confusing. One course I paid loads of money for has some very strange ideas to how to construct Spanish sentences. For example, this is quoting from the course: "The bed and the table are always black." The blue curtain are old. The shirt and the coat are always black. Let's face it, where would you use these sentences in the real world? And to be honest with you, when I sort of read things like this, I think, well, that just bores me and I lose interest. From my own experience, I've found to make progress fast is to build your own sentences. When you're shopping, is a good place to start. How many times you go into a shop and ask for what you want? My guess is almost every day. My system, which I learned from the Rocket Spanish course, is whatever you speak in English, try to converse in Spanish. Just say, for example, you went into the local coffee shop and asked for a coffee with milk and sugar. Then work it out in Spanish. There are a couple of options here, but the most polite way to say this in Spanish would be, "I would like a coffee with milk and sugar, please." In which case, it would be, "Me gustaría un café con leche y azúcar, por favor." However, you might want to say, "Can I have a coffee with milk and sugar, please?" Which sounds like, "Puede un café con leche y azúcar, por favor?" Or, "I need a cup of coffee with milk and sugar, please." "Necesito un café con leche y azúcar, por favor." To be able to pronounce it in the correct way is essential, and this is where the Rocket Spanish course has this covered with a native speaker on tap. Although I will say my pronunciations aren't perfect, but I'm still practicing. Many Spanish speakers I've found say things too fast and make it difficult to understand, but the Rocket Spanish teacher speaks very, very clearly and slowly, making learning Spanish simple and fun. Another tip which I use all the time is to look at the time and think how to say that in Spanish. However, before you try to attempt this, you need to learn to count up to 12 in Spanish, which is really easy. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez, once, doce. The time is really quite simple, but often the Spanish people do cut things short. Here are the actual long versions. It is 1 o'clock would be "Es las uno en punto." It is 2 o'clock would be "Son las dos en punto." It is 3 o'clock, "Son las tres en punto." However, very often Spanish people will drop the "en punto." So it is 4 o'clock would be "Son las cuatro." It is 5 o'clock, "Son las cinco." It is 6 o'clock, "Son las seis," and so forth. Another very effective way to make up sentences is to learn the phrase "I'm going to." For example, "I am going to the shops." In Spanish that would be "Voy a las tiendas." "I am going to the garden." "Voy a el jardín." "I am going to buy it." "Voy a comprarlo." "I am going to do it." "Voy a hacerlo." "I am going to have it." "Voy a tenerlo." The next stage is to learn the word "because" and add that to the sentence. The word for "because" is porque. I am going to do it because I want to do it. Voy a hacerlo porque quiero hacerlo. As you probably gathered, I am by no means fluent in Spanish because I've only been studying this course for a few weeks, but I'm just amazed with my own progress. If you're looking to learn Spanish in a fun way, it's well worth checking this out. I think there's a free trial going at the moment, so give it a try. Thanks for listening.